So apparently, because I'm a Virgo, I have hoes. Yeah, that's the intro. I must have hoes. Let's get into it real quick. I wanted to speak on. I wanted to speak on some astrology shit real quick, and how it can ruin. It can damage. It could damage your dating. It can ruin how you decide to date. It can ruin how you decide to look at people. In a sense, it can easily be classified as judging before you actually get to know the person. For my astrology people, there is a healed and unhealed version of each sign. And what I mean by healed and unhealed, there's what I mean by like unhealed is depending on the sign, or depending on their three main signs, their sun, moon, and rising. You can kind of peep a certain characteristics, or how they carry themselves. You can kind of link it, but that doesn't give you the full picture of somebody. So if you go in talking about, you a this, you a Scorpio, or you a Leo, or you must have anger. Like, to a sense it's true. Like, for Virgos, in a sense it's true. I'm a Virgo. But I also feel like it can be a lot of judging. And like I said, the unhealed version, to me, how I break it down, is a soul that still unconsciously or consciously dips into their dark side. That's how I would label it. I kind of picked it up from a book from actually Kobe's Kobe's book. And also, it was one of the training books that I read, that the same trainer that Michael Jordan had. I can't remember. I think it's Hoover. I can't remember the rest of his name right now. It's like something Hoover. But that's where I kind of picked it up from years ago, when I was reading that back when, in my younger 20s, probably fresh out of high school. I read that book. But it was like Go Harder. I gotta find the book. It was something, I can't remember it right now though. But it was talking about like evolve. Like, that might have been the title of the book. That's what I'm saying. I be all over the place. But pretty much, it was just like, you have this dark side that you can tap into. Specifically talking about Kobe and kind of how his mindset was, and I was able to relate a lot. And I don't know if it was from a astrology standpoint, and kind of that energy that we have of especially like Virgos, like, hard-headed, can lock in, can get focused, can get dark, and can get cold. We can get cold real fast. So it's like, characteristics you can kind of link stuff to. So again, like I said, with dark side, it's like, for Virgos, it'll be like sexually, like, cause they say like Virgo energy, they'll get a lot of like women of every age demographic, trying to get to know them or be their friend or learn from them. And I would say the unhealed Virgo is like a hoe. Is like a, he doesn't know his energy. He doesn't know how to carry himself. Like, he doesn't know how to put women in a place. He doesn't know boundaries. And that's what I'm saying. So that last one, like boundaries, that can go for any of the signs. You know what I mean? So now, if you say, oh, he a Virgo, and you know what I mean, and like I'm saying, we're talking about dating right now. So now you relate, okay, this person is a Virgo, they must be like this. So like I said, you might think, oh, he a Virgo, he must get a lot of women, especially if you think he's handsome. So it's just like, depending on how that man carries himself, I feel like it still doesn't matter. Some women are just gonna judge like that, And then right off the bat, it's like, oh, he has hoes. Oh, like, I'm not about to be another one of his, like, and, you know, I'm going to have to blank that out. But that's kind of like the energy that they keep. And it's just like, I did a lot of healing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have a lot of content on this page and on my other page and you know, on my podcast. And it's just like, it was just me speaking on my healing. You judge me before knowing me. You think I got 20, 30, 50 females just lined up. And honestly, you know, that's not the case. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I listen to other men on YouTube and they talk about the statistics of men actually being able to get laid. And it's like, it's crazy how lopsided it is. And how women think some of these dudes is just, you know, like they got game like that. And they really don't. And that's what I'm like, you know, like, I have a dark side to me. You know what I mean? I have like dark humor and whatnot. So I have a dark side. You know, I have dark humor. So, you know what I mean? I can make the funny joke. Like, I mean, if I wanted to, I could have hoes, but that's what I'm saying. That's not what I'm on. I got other shit to do. But you know what I mean? Like, but I'm not sitting here, I'm not a bragger like that. I don't know if that's a energy that Virgos have either, but we can be very modest. You know, we can be very, I don't like to use the term humbled anymore, but you know what I mean? I don't have to talk my shit. Like I said, you know what I mean? Talking your shit is having your shit together. You know? Other than that, I don't really see the point. You know what I mean? I'd rather be low key. And that's why I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on. So it's just like, I'd rather keep my mouth shut and get my work done. But you know what I mean? For a woman, for me, and like the energy of like getting to know a woman, that's what I'm saying. If you're trying to be cool with me, I don't mind that at all. You know, like, you know, I said it before. It's gonna take a couple years to get to know me. So if you judging me right off the bat, and you ain't even been communicating with me for a month, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you as a man, you know, as a guy, you'll tell a woman how you are. Hey, I'm not on social media like that. I don't be keeping these apps on my phone. And you know what I mean? And they got your number. And this is like a funny or petty statement, but this is for the iPhone users. Like, you know what I mean? When you text somebody and they message don't turn blue, you be like, like, you know, like this probably won't last long. All because they got a damn Android. That's crazy. But you know what I mean? That's just a little joke. That's just a little joke. That's an iPhone joke. But for real, you know what I mean? Like, they'll have your number. And it's just like, you know what I mean? It'd just be like tests that I feel like people be playing. And for me, you know what I mean? That's why I tell people, like, I'm focused. You know, I be having shit to do. You know what I mean? Once you have my time at that moment, you know what I mean? You better soak that shit in, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to give it to you again. I don't say that in like a arrogant kind of way. You know, just how these moms be out and they got shit to do. And they be having a job and they be having to do this. And they got to, that's what I'm saying. You clearly make time for what you truly want. But like I said, I don't be on social media like that. So is social media your main line of communication? You know, it's already gonna go downhill for me. I don't be on social media like that. That's why I'm trying to get somebody else to manage my social media for me right now. So it's like, I really don't be caring for it. And that's what I'm like I said, I've been posting most of my videos on YouTube. So it's just like, you know, that's just, I'm on here just posting. I call it a digital journal. So, you know, that's what I'm just trying to get my videos out and trying to get my experience out and how I see things and how I view things. You know, how I'm growing as a man. I just thought that was crazy. It's just like, you can definitely use astrology for good, and then, you know, and not a weird way, or, you know what I mean, or you can let it like ruin you. That's what I'm saying. You can do it. There's ways of doing it to where it's like, it's beneficial. But that's what I'm saying. Most women's meters be off. That's what I'm like, you know, damn, you that's what I'm like, you supposed to be getting to know somebody and they'll cut you off because you ain't fucking respond back fast enough or some shit. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it depends. It depends on. I'll say it also depends on like what phase you in a lot of this shit. But that's what I'm saying. You just getting to know somebody. Like, what do you expect? Like, and then you know what I mean. For some women's first thought to be like, oh, you got other bitches anyway, or you know, some random shit like that. And I'm just, you know, I don't even carry that energy. So when women be like, oh, you know, I know you got hoes, you know what I mean? Like I be quick to throw in the flag at that point, right, right then and there. It be pointless to me. I'm like, I don't keep that energy around. Now I couldn't. That's, you know, I mean, okay, you know, as a younger man, I definitely, you know, did some shit and did the complete opposite. But you know, that's what I'm saying. I'm not on that time no more. I'm not on that shit no more. I have other souls to raise to make sure that they're led the right way. So, you know, I'm gonna tell her, you know, right off the bat, you know, yeah, niggas be playing games. Especially young niggas be playing games. You know, the older we get, you know, we supposed to shake that shit off. We supposed to get it out of our system. And truth be told, some niggas never get it out their system. And that's why I can honestly say it's people that I looked up to when I was younger that now I don't want to fuck with them. I don't want to fuck with them at all. I don't even want to breathe the same air they breathe. I don't want to hear their opinions on no topics. And that's just respectfully. I respect my energy. I learned my energy, and then I understood my energy, and now I respect my energy. I didn't before, now I do. I didn't understand it before. So it took me a couple years. So I respect any man that's going through this journey that start to understand like women are very fucking powerful. Oh, sorry. That women are extremely powerful and that man also has power. You also have power. So it's just a learning process, but damn, like that's what I'm like, I'm not tripping. So that's what I'm like, just to get back to it, I don't really be tripping. Like I know I'm gonna be good. And that's what I'm saying, like don't go shoot yourself in the foot with somebody that could potentially be a very positive influence in your life because you feel like they have hoes, because you feel like however you feel. And that's what I'm saying, that's just the feeling that you get. And that's so, you know, it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate when people be trying to move too fast and you just trying to get to know them. The funny thing is, it ain't like you can get all up in their pants. Like some of these females be like hundreds and 500, 600, 700 miles away. So it's like, you know, you getting to know somebody through a phone, and it's just like, bro, like I don't know if you fucking on somebody. I don't know if you got fucking 10 people on your line. I ain't pressing you. You feel me? I'm just trying to get to know you. What's up? And I'm telling you, I don't be on social media like that. So if you don't hit my phone, clearly it ain't gonna be no communication. Bad enough you got a fucking Android. You don't be knowing that they messages going through and shit. I ain't got time for that. I dealt with that shit in high school. I dealt with that shit when I was like 20. I got so tired of Androids after a while. I had 3 or 4 or 5 of them. I had a Samsung. I had a Galaxy. I had the Galaxy Note 2. I had a Galaxy Note like 3. Like I had a couple of them things. And the amount of double, that's what I'm saying. I was walking around with 2 phones. That was when I was 2 phones shorty. That's when I had 2 phones, one for the hood, one for the low. 2 phones, one for the business, one for the hood. I mean, I had 2 phones. That's what I'm saying. Like I used to have an iPhone, and then I used to have I think I had a Sidekick. That's when I used to have a bunch of phones back there. But man, going off on a rant. Look at me being extra. What the hell was I talking about?
Damn.